yes, at the camp of the Super Eagles is getting more bubbling. And of course, I can confirm to you that we have 22 players currently in camp and are getting set for the big game that will be going down on Friday against Rwanda. Don't forget that Nigeria has drawn in Group C alongside Rwanda with 7 points. South Africa also in the second position with 7 points. Benin Republic with 7 points. Lesotho with 5 points. Nigeria with just 3 points. And Zimbabwe with 2 points. Don't forget that this Friday is going to be a showdown. Players are currently in camp. I must confirm to you. Players like Stanley Nwambali, Kayode Bankole, all in the camp in Kigali. Arthurs Ekonga, Kabimbasi, Olaino, Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, and Moses Simon. They are all getting set. On that note, I welcome you to the midweek edition of Sport Today on 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bodija, here in the beautiful city of Ibadan. To give you the latest and the biggest, just today we saw the walkover. Shooting Stars are through to the next stages of the President FA Cup. We look into that on the show. And don't forget, we take stories from table tennis and of course from the world of NBA. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Of course, you can simply call me Purity. I'll not be doing this alone this afternoon. I got my 3 wise men and together we will be on the ride. Good afternoon to you, Coach. Welcome to the drive.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, our people. Good afternoon, our listeners. Good afternoon, Ibadan. Good afternoon, your state. Welcome development for the guys. I believe they really want to be serious because it has been a long time when guys, it's just like somebody like Osimhen always come to camp early. So it has been a long time since we just say camp was opened on Monday, and today we almost had the
22 players. We can confirm that we have 22 players.
So that means they really mean that much. And directly from their base to Kigali, I want to give it to Erichile because most of our past coaches want to arrive at Uyo or Abuja and they will be taking a connect flight to where we want to play. But this one, I believe nobody will be able to
Kigali.
complain about fatigue. Just we are. Let's say we are at home. We started training and we wish them good luck.
Good luck. All right, City Boys to the studio this afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Ayomikun. Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Epolu. Glad to have you back in the studio. It's always a pleasure to be in the studio to talk sports, and of course, we are getting ready for the big day on Friday. It's going to be a very, very important and a crucial match against the Amavubi of Rwanda. We know that a lot is at stakes. The expectations are high, the stakes are high, and so the Super Eagles must just get the job done. To be back on track because currently we are at a disadvantage of qualifying for the next World Cup. The big question is, will Nigeria be in the United States of America? Will Nigeria be in the Canada, Mexico 2026? But the journey continues on Friday, and so we know that the good vibes in the camp are since on Monday we've been seeing videos and we've been seeing players arriving very early. We had 6 early birds. Victor Osimhen arriving very early. It shows determination. This shows commitment, and like our coach said that in a very long time, this is the first time in a very long time that you see that there is no complaint about players arriving late. And the fact that they were moving from their respective clubs down to the base in Kigali, it shows that we are ready. They know the importance of this game. The importance of this game cannot be overemphasized.
Definitely.
The players, the fans, everybody knows that it is a must-win.
It's a must-win game.
To get back on track. We know that we have a very big task ahead of us. However, we need to take it game after game at a time.
All right, we have Ebolu in the studio this afternoon, the soft guy. Good afternoon to you, Ebolu.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me once again to discuss sports. Nigeria is our main focus for today. And I've just been looking at the CAF groups from Group A to Group I. Really interesting. There are a lot of teams in better positions than Nigeria, and you'll be wondering, how did we get here?
Even in our group.
Even Ghana that we always make fun of,
They're second
Ghana
with 9 points.
In their group. They are more poised to qualify than us. Meanwhile, we're winless in 4 games. So the game on Friday is definitely over important. A win is the best thing we can hope for. A draw or even worse, a loss would be a disastrous result. So we'll be looking forward to the game on Friday, definitely.
Definitely Oluwala Fishiwaju. So let's see what will happen on Friday. But then, guys, let's talk about the atmosphere in the camp. Just yesterday, we spoke about the relationship between the coach and the players. We saw videos of Eric Chella relating with players, welcoming them to camp, which is a positive vibe for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Of course, we saw what happened when we have our last coach, Finidi George. We saw what happened between Finidi George and players and all that. But now I think we have a good energy in camp right about now.
We'll surely have a very good energy in camp because when Finidi was there, he was like, even if you want to take some big boys out of your team, you can't put any urgency in it.
Yeah,
you have to study.
Not
them.
even at this important stage.
If you want to let them out of that team, you just have to respect them when you arrive there. The mistake he made that time was he didn't travel to go and meet anybody. When
there's no meeting before meeting.
When his list was released, he omitted some big wins when it comes to Super Eagles. But when when this coach was appointed, the second week he traveled around to meet some of the big boys in camp.
Moses Simon.
First time he went to meet the captain. And there's one thing I always tell people: I'm a football coach. You can never take anything away from your captain. A captain in a team is just like a coach. Because he's the man of the field. If you said, guys, this is how I want you to play, if the captain said, because you always see when players get to the field, they will surround themselves, they will talk. Aside what their coach tell them, they'll still have to discuss what they want to do. This is where they finish the coach or help the coach.
All right, coach. Quickly, let's bring out our calculator because now it's time for calculating. Because we have a game against Rwanda on Friday. After that, we're playing against Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe rocking the bottom of the table with just 2 points, and for Nigeria 5 points, plus or minus winning the game away from home. Now we take our 6 points, still behind South Africa and Rwanda.
You see, like I said. There are 6 more matches to go, and every single game is a defining moment for Nigeria. Every single game will be like final, so we have to prosecute every game like a final. However, we need to take it one game at a time. Like I said, the focus now should be about how to win against Rwanda on Friday. Then after that, we can discuss about winning Zimbabwe on Tuesday. So we have to take it one game at a time. We know that all the 6 matches are very important. We need to get win if we want to qualify. However, we need to be very, very focused. Let's focus at the task. Let's focus on the task at hand. Now, the task at hand is to get a win on Friday, right? And start, getting back on track. And we hope that against Zimbabwe we can do very well.
Playing at home.
We are playing at home, and going by the the records, the head-to-head against Rwanda, the last 6 meetings we managed to win 1. They also won 1, and we shared the spoil on 4 different occasions. Which means that head-to-head is a balanced 50-50. It's not going to be pushover. Rwanda will not be pushover for Nigeria. They have never been a pushover. We have never had it easy against them. The amount of Rwanda, and the fact that they are currently topping the table, 7 points.
It's a massive boost for them. They are playing at home also. They have the fans backing and all that.
They are at a very good advantage. They have good advantage.
They have good players too.
They have good players. The last time they played,
they also have the advantage of being together as a team.
Yes, of course.
Longer than this our team.
Yes, and this is the first official duty for Eric Shell. So of course, this is the first time that he's meeting some of these players. However, expectations are high because of the pedigree of Super Eagles. We have qualities on paper. We should win this game, but we just have to hope that the coach will get the best out of the players.
All right, Ebonlua. Sorry, coach. Let me take this to Ebonlua now. Apart from talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we should also consider other guys in that group because their games also is as important to us also.
Very quickly, I just want to chip in. I know that their games are very important, but we need to focus on winning our own game.
Why we're winning our own too? Mathematically, we should also,
of course,
be doing the math.
That we fancy our chances.
Okay. Likes of Benin Republic, they are 7th also, 7 points. Rwanda 7 points. South Africa are 7 points. Like I mentioned, if we still win our game against Rwanda, we are still behind these 3 guys.
Of course, that's why we say that we have 6 games like finals that we have to win.
Possible.
Next 6 games we just have to win. However, the 6 game will not come on a bounce.
Definitely.
2 games.
They are playing 2 now.
Just now. Yes. So let's focus on winning the 2 first.
All right, Ebonlua, with the start that we have head-to-head, which is balanced, just like the boy mentioned. Did you see any possibility, any magic, we can call it, in Kigali on Friday?
Definitely, like City Boy said, on paper, we have the better team. We have the bigger names. The players playing.
We have the African best.
We have the players playing for the bigger clubs in Europe and worldwide also.
Matches are not won by big names.
But definitely that's what I'm saying. But the angle I'm looking at it for is definitely, Che knows why they've brought him in. He knows the job. Very important. There's no time for experimentation. So I'm just thinking that's pressure on its own already.
Yes.
But and then the players will also know that we have to win by all means. So I'm thinking Rwanda and the other game. It's going to be very difficult for us. But I'm thinking from the angle of the team. Is the team going to play together, new manager, new style, new coach?
No time for experimentation.
Or is it going to go more in the direction of let the ballers ball? You just give them simple instructions. You know what to do this, do that. So it's going to be interesting to see. There's even a good chance that they play a new formation. We're talking the other day about a possibility of seeing a 3 at the back. So I think it's going to be interesting to see, but I think we definitely have what it takes to win our next 2 games.
Okay, coach. Before you
that work for them,
okay,
it's very, very simple. Once it will work for them, new manager. As far as as far as you have a very good relationship with a new manager,
yes, possibly.
Every player
it's just a boost.
Every player,
it's not certain you will get to win. It's just a boost.
To make this coach, because this coach now, he may be the one. If we qualify for the World Cup, he will surely be the one to take us to the World Cup. He will want to prosecute. He will want to take the players that prosecuted this kind of a qualifiers that helped him to qualify to the World Cup. And like Osimhen, Lookman and other players in the Super Eagles, most of them have not gone to the World Cup before. They want to go for
majority of them have not gone to the World Cup.
So they want to play.
All right. Before I even come to you, City Boy, Engineer Slenge is just showing me some tests saying, I trust my Eagles. They are coming on victorious. But then football are done on the field of play. But then I'm trying to wrap my head up. I'm trying to look at the setup of the coach, most especially from the middle of the park. Because for you to control the game, you need to control the midfield. And now we don't have the likes of Frank Oyenka. We saw him at the last AFCON. We saw how he was dominating.
Perhaps one of our best midfielders.
But now we don't have him. Bashir also is out of this
due to injury. In midfield, I think we are very lacking in creativity. However, we still have qualities from the flank, qualities up front that we can use to.
But then how are we going to dictate the game?
In the midfield we have the likes of Alex Iwobi. We have the likes of Wilfred Ndidi, who has been very good for
Rafael Onyedika also doing well for Club Brugge.
Doing well for Club Brugge. And we have this guy coming back to the national team, talking about
Joseph Aribo.
He has been also very decent for Southampton. In that department, on paper it seems like we are lacking in creativity. But with these players, they are in form for their club side. It's just for them to replicate their form for their club and bring into the national team. Now, talking about our chances, I think just like the coach said, we have motivation. These players are motivated because some of them, a reasonable amount of players in this squad have not played at the World Cup. Just 2 players in the current squad have played in the current camp. The captain William Trustekon and Alexander Iwobi have played in the World Cup. So 80% of these players have not played in the World Cup. So you can see
the big guys in the game.
Even Alex, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman. The world needs to see Victor Osimhen at the World Cup. They need to watch Ademola Lookman, the reigning African Player of the Year. So this is a personal motivation for them, regardless of the fact that we know that as a team they need to get the job done. Even the player on individual level, they would definitely want to be at the bigger stage.
And there's one thing, this creativity we are talking about, sometimes you don't need the creativity, you just have to wait. In this kind of a match, you just when you are determined to win matches, you go all out.
But then for you to win, I believe you need to dominate
the most creative player might not be giving you best of in this kind of a match.
You are a coach.
What you need to do is to put your house together, score these goals. See, in Africa, even in Europe, we have the Nigerian team as one of the best strikers you can call to give you to prosecute any match for you. See, to me, what I will only tell the player is you need to represent this country at the World Cup.
Just get the job done.
You need to represent yourself at the World Cup. Get the job done. It's not about tactics sometimes. It's about the 3 points.
Yes.
You can play the best of tactics and you not get it.
Just to quickly add to that. Nigerians, the fans would not want to see.
No excuse.
It's not about good football.
They don't want to just get the job done.
But then we were complaining. We were complaining at the AFCON that we were not playing good football.
At this time, what we want to see is getting the 3 points.
All right. Guys, you are still on to sport today on Honor 103.5 FM. Still talking about the Nigerian Super Eagles, of course, looking into the game that will be going down on Friday in Kigali. Before we focus on the game that will be going down on Tuesday here in Nigeria, in Huyo. But now we'll be going on a short commercial break. And when we return from this break, we take stories from all the trending stories. Don't forget that Shooting Stars enjoy walkover this afternoon. Of course, we look into tennis and basketball. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On 103.5 FM.
Imagine having the freedom to work, play, and connect without interruptions. That is what fast internet means to us. At Highword Networks, we are passionate about delivering super fast, unlimited internet that is 6 times faster than the competition. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, we've got you covered. A reliable internet and 24/7 customer support ensure you stay connected always. So what are you waiting for? Join the iWorld Networks family today and discover a seamless internet experience. Call Jeffrey on 081 3058 9466 or visit our website www.iwn.ng to get started. iWorld Networks, connected possibilities.
Said in my journey through the world, over land and over sea, I see different cultures and different people's way.
Yes, beautiful people, my name is Beautiful Nubia, urging you to keep listening to this honorable station, Honor 103.5 Ibadan. I am locked on honor all day, every day, and so should you.
I was born where the sun never sets and never rises. I was born
Honor 103.5 FM.
Alright, welcome back from that short commercial break. You are still on to sport today on the biggest sporting platform, Honor 103.5 FM. You can join the conversation live on Facebook at Honor 103.5 FM. You can as well join the conversation. What do you think? Do you think Nigeria will get the maximum 3 points away from home? Let's see how the game will go down on Friday. Away from that now, let's take stories from the President FA Cup. Shooting Stars enjoyed a walkover against Zamfara United early today, and for Bender Insurance, a secure victory, winning 5-0. The Akure Gunners against Bako FC. They won the game by 2-0. Lobby Stars, struggling Lobby Stars, won their game against Discovering Talent 2-0. Himba also secure victory, 5-0.
Yeah, that's very good for Shooting Stars. We discussed it yesterday that they can see this FA Cup as another
another way to
another route to get to the continent. If they possibly win the FA Cup, they will get the ticket to play the Confederation African CAF Confederation Cup. So for me, I think it's a good one. They will now face the winner between Webros and Warri Wolves in the round of 32. So good one for them that their opponent did not show up. Zamfara United, they didn't show up. I don't know what happened. Maybe they had issue. I don't know. But it's good for Shooting Stars. At least maybe this will also be a breath of fresh air for them. To get ready for the match day 30 that they will be playing against Niger Tornadoes later this Sunday. Good one for Shooting Stars. And I just hope that they will get back to winning ways in the league.
All right, away from that now. Quickly, because of our time, let's take stories from table tennis. We have Aruna Kodri back as the number one in Africa.
Aruna Kodri,
the legendary.
And the only one we have.
Yeah.
And the only one we'll be having for so many years to come. Because if Aruna Kodri should tell us today that
he's getting older, we should
retiring.
Yeah.
It will be hard for us to see another person that
will. If I'm not mistaken, 39 years old.
To see another person, because I'm always saying this, maybe we'll be waiting for Aruna Kodri's children. Because I believe they are doing good when it comes to age grade now. So maybe we should be waiting for another 10-15 years to do something at the table tennis. Is their coach? Their mother is the one taking them around for competitions.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? Maybe we should, because some of these big stars when it comes to table tennis in Africa from Nigeria, Kofo and Co.
Yeah.
Some of them have retired.
But don't you see that?
Do we get their replacement? I remember there was a time I discovered somebody at the Bodija market here. He was one of the yam sellers.
Yeah.
But it's very good when it comes
to table tennis. Yeah.
Then I said, let's go to Adamasingba. I remember then when I got there, they said the best bat that I could bring that time. How much did they call it? Is it not 80,000 or something?
80,000.
Then
at the time,
I said, Shebat want to be in.
You mean 80,000 or 8,000?
80.
Come on.
I wanted to help him, but I was like, and if you think you can go to some people to say, okay, this guy wants to buy back, that was how the dream died. Do you understand me? So if we can get some people who we like, do you understand me? Look for that. I've said something when I went to Bayelsa. I don't know why Nigeria are not competing when it comes to swimming. I went to Bayelsa. I saw young guys jumping.
If you go to Ilaje's Eldo there,
I saw people jumping.
Jesus Christ!
All it takes is just take some 5 players. Get a coach for
give them scholarship.
Give them scholarship.
Give them
put
money.
Them at Liberty Stadium there or University of Ibadan. Just continue training them. Just give them 3-4 years.
Yeah, this underscores lack of proper talent discovery. Honestly, in this part of the country, Southwest, one of our strengths when it comes to sports, table tennis is one of it.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yeah.
because virtually
sometimes we are very good when it comes to boxing. But now we are not even doing boxing anymore.
When it comes to ball games, you need to catch them young. Basketball, table tennis, volleyball, handball, very good handball. Well, go to then.
I expect more from the National Sports Commission.
I don't know. I don't know what is happening at Nuga now. Then when you watch Nuga,
Nipoga also,
Nasega,
even secondary school level,
principal corps,
I played Nasega.
I cannot even remember any school competition.
Then you know when you are paid your money. I remember a day we went to Ijaniki, all ball game friendly. When you are paid 300 naira for allowances, you will be on top of the world. Where
gone as those days anyway. All right, quickly let's take stories from basketball this afternoon. Hebun, we saw 4 games earlier as of today. Boston Celtic they were in action against a Brooklyn Nets. Celtic won the game, recorded 104 points to 96, and Golden State Warriors against Milwaukee Bucks. What a game that we saw this morning. And for Warriors, they showed the quality of Warriors, recording 104 points. LA Clippers also secure victory against the league leaders, Cavaliers, 132 points to 119 points.
Yeah, like we've been saying, the NBA season is almost over.
Yeah.
So
regular season
is almost over. So they're going to be getting to the point where teams will start resting their star players. But for now, we still have some very, very interesting games as the remaining teams fight for the playoff spot. So it's still interesting to see the big boys. Like that was a big win for Warriors over Bucks.
Yeah,
definitely. So yeah, we're looking forward to the end of the season. And just to chip into the earlier conversation, it's actually quite sad how many grassroots talents
in this even in basketball.
Yeah, even in basketball, even in all these other sports. I don't believe there's any sports in the world that you won't find.
You are talented.
Under 17, is it not rugby or what? Cricket.
The
World Cup they went for.
Yes.
See how those ladies.
See what they did. Semi-final.
Even in handball, under 23 handball that we followed also. I mean, we have massive talent in Nigeria, but then we are not utilizing all this talent.
Even the ones that people don't really take seriously, like gymnastics and acrobats. You see all these young people doing all these type of stunts, and then
we go to the Olympics and we cannot even get a gold medal.
Thanks to our guests. I mean,
retired. How many silver, bronze, or gold medalists have we found when it comes to taekwondo?
Come on, that's a question for another day.
Why we always wait for
we
this
will
guy
continue to have this conversation when we don't take school games, school competition seriously.
Yes.
In the United States.
Now I think the National Sports Commission, they are looking into the grassroots. I mean, going back to principal cup, shop, and we saw the budget also. It's easy.
I remember that's the way to go. See now the Niger Delta Festival we start, or maybe national. Why wouldn't they be winning?
Now this one is now focusing on Niger Delta State alone.
Yes. They will continue winning.
They are paying for the big wins also.
They will continue winning.
So lastly on the show, guys, later today 3 games will be going down. Brother in the World Cup qualifier, Liberia against Tunisia, Cameroon also will be in action. Central African Republic and Madagascar will lock it down later today. For Cameroon, we saw them struggling at the airport also. I mean, this is modern day football, we should not be having these issues.
When it comes to Africa, they're always selling the African mentality. It's not about African mentality. When the people say those words, I hate it. It's just that the leaders we are having. See, when people are always clamoring for let the ex-footballers, let the Okocha said something. He said, "I failed woefully." As the FA,
you can be a good footballer.
You can be a footballer and never be a good administrator. Yeah. Don't know something. See, the thing there is, even if you want to be good, those people that doesn't know about this thing, they really want to give you the money to.
All right, guys, our time is up.
Don't spend your money, forget it.
Okay, guys, we need to say our BYE on the show right about now. But don't worry, we'll be back here again tomorrow for another edition, the Thursday edition of Sport Today. On behalf of the guys in the studio, my name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay out of trouble. I'm out of the studio.